What's up, guys? Mr. Free Coiner here. Just wanted to come to you with this particular article on Ethereum World News. This is actually, of course, not anything new. It was this particular article came out, or rather, this story came out over the weekend regarding XRP and the White House. I just wanted to emphasize a couple things regarding this, and kind of how and why this makes so much sense. If the White House is on board with XRP. So as we all know, if you've been paying attention to the news, we haven't been getting along with China very well over the last few days. For some time now. But the thing is that, it was mentioned in actually Corey's article, in the articles that came out over the weekend, that because of the mining that is necessary for for Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are both a bit centralized in that most of the mining takes place in China. The majority of it does. So that kind of, if the U.S. government wants to get on board with those two coins, it really in depth, then that kind of puts us at a disadvantage where, XRP is nothing like that. I mean, it's owned by a company, and by individuals who live in the United States, company that's in the United States. It requires no mining. They are on board with, completely with regulators. I mean, it couldn't be more of a match made in heaven. So I really think we should expect something really nice that comes out of this particular conversation, I'll say, that Ripple is having with the White House. Again, like I said yesterday, there's still some secrets, there's still some details that they have not, and they're not going to share with us, for who knows how long. But as we approach the end of this year, the end of this month and into next month, I really believe, I can just see the writing on the wall here, because of the things that are going on. And honestly, I get this feeling that there's almost kind of a rush that some of these companies and institutions that are kind of pushing. I mean, they're kind of, it seems as though they're kind of in a rush. And I don't know. I mean, that's just my impression on it. I could be totally wrong, but it's just a lot has happened in the last month, and a lot of things that are being announced that's supposed to happen this year still. I mean, there's only 2.5 months left in this year. So from what I can see, there's a lot supposed to happen before the year's end, which is, hey, it could be that it's neither here nor there, but then again, it could really mean something. So either way, guys, I mean, the main thing is that we are in it. We are way ahead of 99% of the population. I mean, seriously, I was speaking to a lady yesterday about cryptocurrency. I asked her if she'd heard of it, and she wasn't quite sure. But then when I mentioned Bitcoin, of course, she was like, "Oh yeah," and then she says, "Isn't that what people use to buy illegal stuff?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I guess so, but you can buy illegal things with dollars too, So, I kind of explained to her about XRP and whatnot. Now, most likely she's not going to heed what I said, which is not uncommon. But that's why we are the innovators. Everyone else is going to come on board once Bitcoin's back up to like $20,000. I mean, even at 10,000, you're not going to get, I mean, we might get a few more people in, but I can tell you it won't be until Bitcoin passes $20,000. XRP is going to be 10 or more. I mean, not that XRP and, Bitcoin's price, that kind of correlate. I don't know, but I'm just saying that, the prices are going to be quite a bit up before these new people, or these people who are just totally unaware of crypto, before they get in. I mean, they're going to FOMO in later on as the prices soar, which will, of course, even make them soar even higher. So we have a lot to look forward to, guys. I mean, really, really. I mean, it's really kind of unbelievable where we are. I think sometimes we fail to realize how early we are into this market. When people say that this is like 1995 or 1993, as far as it's, as far as the internet is concerned, I mean, we're really, really early into this, really early. But the difference about it is going to be that this arena is going to evolve a lot quicker than the internet did, than the predecessors, because all of that infrastructure is already set up, so it really just takes a company or an institution just saying, hey, we want to do this, and it doesn't take very long to implement those things. I mean, it nowadays it doesn't take very long at all. It's more bureaucracy that that type of stuff can take longer than anything. But anyway, I want to go on through some other things now. Again, I am heavily invested in Tron as well. I really think Justin Sun has, I mean, a lot of people accuse him of, being a hype train by himself, or all that stuff. But I can tell you this: they are doing things. Okay, they are doing things, and if you don't like Tron, that is absolutely fine. I mean, we all have our products, or rather our projects that we're, near and dear, that are near and dear to our hearts. And that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. I'm not going to down anybody's product, or I'm sorry, anybody's project, except if it's a scam. Okay, that's it. But as far as Tron goes, I mean, they've purchased uTorrent, BitTorrent, and just they have all this stuff going on. It's just unbelievable. Not to mention, there's an announcement that Justin Sun's going to make here, I think sometime this week. I want to say it's on the 16th, tomorrow. But I really believe Tron is going to be another big winner along with Ripple when this next bull run starts. So, maybe something you want to look into. Like I said, let me say, this is not financial advice or anything like that. These are just my opinions and my observations I'm sharing with you guys. So, but just to let you know, I am heavily invested in Tron, and I feel very good about it. Now, you can check out this particular article. I don't want to necessarily go into it. It's just speaking about, of course, why, or what's, the speculation as to why the prices are going up. Another thing too is just Ripple's XVIA used by Money Match to conduct cross-border transactions from Malaysia. So we're getting more confirmation as to the viability of Ripple's technology. This should give us more confidence in what we've done. I mean, where we are, our investments. Cryptocurrency is the way the world is going to go. Now, is it going to replace fiat? I mean, maybe. Who cares? Who cares? As long as I can convert it into fiat or whatever I'm using to purchase, I'm totally fine with that. Okay, my philosophy on this is you cash out what you need. No use in going through. I mean, I don't care if you have enough to get $5 million out of it. You don't cash all of it in. That is not a wise decision, simply because we don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, I'm not going to cash my entire bag in, simply because once you do, I mean, you look at the price of Bitcoin. When it got to $10,000, everybody was like shocked. But then not long after that, it hit 20,000. So, those types of scenarios are what we would be looking at. And, with the decline of the value of the dollar, I mean, I just personally, I am not going to do it. Like I said, I would cash in what I need. for that time, or whatever I would want to kind of put back and use as a cushion. That's my philosophy on it. But interesting article here, just kind of speaking about the fact that they've used XVIA to initiate some cross-border payments and how well it worked. Again, this is just more good news as to kind of giving us confidence in what we've invested in Ripple, or rather in XRP. Okay, so XRP supports claims that RippleNet is a strong alternative to Swift. Now, we're coming back to this again. Like I said before, I can't say that Ripple is going to partner with or replace Swift or anything like that. I don't think that is really even. I think that's more of a surface thing. The fact of the matter is that we're talking about trillions of dollars that are being dealt with. I mean, that's just a fact. The people who are involved with Swift have been involved with Swift for decades. So I doubt very seriously Swift is, just gonna be replaced or, gonna fade out of view or anything like that. Everyone speaking about this has to understand that we have no insight into what is going on with Swift and Ripple. We have no insight into it. We don't know what's going on in the background there. So, all we know is what's being put out in the forefront for us to see. I mean, there are NDAs involved. There are just a lot of things that would negate our ability to understand what's actually happening. So whether Swift and Ripple partner or they don't, it really doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is the people involved in both are not likely to go anywhere. Okay, so that's just the case. And it really doesn't, it doesn't matter. The fact is, or rather what we want is we want the price to increase, and I say, hey, let's just let this thing do what it's going to do. We don't have any power to change anything about it. The only thing we can do, even us, as far as us YouTubers go, is just tell you guys about what's going on, kind of grab those articles and kind of explain according to what we understand. Other than that, hey, let's just let this market be what it is. Let's enjoy the excitement that comes along with what we're invested in. That's the whole point of it. And everybody out there that's complaining and throwing this FUD and just having temper tantrums and crying about the price and you know what? Look, you chose to be in this industry. If you don't like it, get out. Get out of it. If it's not doing you any good, if you're having a heart attack every day over the prices, get out. Because right now is not the road for the weak. It isn't. This is too early for you. You might want to jump out and jump back in when the prices are a hell of a lot higher. That doesn't sound good, but hey, that is just the fact. Be happy you are in it when you are. Just think if you got in and got involved in the internet, bought some websites or some URL names before some of these big companies did, and you could have made tons of money on them having to buy that name from you. So, it just calm down, let this thing do what it's going to do, and enjoy this dynamic field that we're in. This is exciting. This should be exciting and inspiring at the same time, because we are in the cutting edge of a new technology and adoption of said technology. So, hey, I'm excited about it every day. I don't check the price every day. I don't do any of that stuff. I just, I look at the articles. I'm looking at the timeline. What is this? October 15th. So I'm saying, hey, one more lunar cycle, and we could really be seeing some, something very interesting, I'll say. Now, I gotta say this now. I don't have any type of link or anything for a Ledger Nano, but I did purchase one myself. I just loaded it with the majority, the large majority of my XRP investment, and I got to be honest with you, I feel a whole lot better. I had it on Toast Wallet, but being that it's on my phone, I'm just like, man, of course the phone is everywhere. What if I lose my phone? I mean, I have all the backup information, all that stuff, but it's still very concerning. So just having it where on something that's off the net, I mean, has no connection to anything. Just it is a I don't know. It's a peace of mind. So anyway, guys, I know this is a little bit long. I've been yammering quite a bit, but sometimes that is just what it is. Again, just want to look at the price. Yeah, so we're sitting at 45 cents, which is where we've been for the last couple of hours at least. So guys, be just be calm and just be patient. I mean, that's all we got to be. I mean, we've come a long way. We can go much further. So, let's just stick together. Let's help each other, put our ideas out there, share the knowledge and information that we each have. It definitely helps. I mean, some of the stuff that you guys say in the comments, it really helps me too. It's very interesting. Check out. I'm actually looking forward to the next video from Sam I Am. I mean, he always has some great information that he puts out. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for everything. Thanks for the subscriptions. Thanks for the views. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so, and definitely hit that post notification button and come back and see me. That being said, guys, have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.